Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm your boy Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Can you tell which is which? One of these is a knockoff Apple Watch, and the other one is an Apple Watch with a cheap as heck Dollar Tree watch band. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Anyways, it's the one on the right that is the real one. The one on the left, really though, the one on the right, you'd have to be pretty desperate in order to use something like this compared to the original Apple Watch strap. Everyone can always tell the iconic Apple Watch strap, and while some people think, why do you use your original Apple Watch strap? You should go out and get another one. A lot of techs are like that. There are more people out there that just like people to see the strap of their watch, to know, to show that yes, I am wearing an Apple Watch, and the fact that I am wearing an Apple Watch makes you less of a human being and me more of a human being, because this is some excellent piece of technology that I own and that you don't. And if you want to take that a step further, of course, you can get the Apple Watch that's like wrapped in gold and I don't know, got kissed by a pope and was made on the thigh of a 16-year-old virgin. That's how you get a true cigar, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was told, anyways. Anyways, the Apple Watch, very nice to have. But can the competitors beat it? Can the competitors come even close? This is a American, about a $10 unit. This American's about, like $250. But can they make my life better? Can they heal the wounded? Can they feed the poor? Maybe if you sell them, they can. But let's put them to a test and see which one is better. First off, the best part that I like so much about these watches is the fact they can take your pulse. You can always tell if they'll take your pulse because they got these units down here at the very bottom and they glow green. This one, for example, you have to have it on a setting. No, wait, that's, you have to have it on a particular setting, and then there, it'll start up. Now, if you really want to get your heartbeat, I suggest you wear it like this. It's definitely not picking me up yet. Let me try this out for a minute. Alright, anyways, it should be said, this is an okay way of getting your pulse. This is an acceptable way of getting your pulse, but it's not the best. If you want to get it done perfectly, then you're not even going to be using these units. What you're going to be doing is getting a headband to get a perfect pulse. Now, ooh, it actually jumped up to 71. I have a sneaking suspicion that all of these default to 60 as soon as you put them on. All of these cheap China watches. I have a hard time even saying that they're cheap. I got this thing shipped to me for $10, a smartwatch. 10 years ago, that would have been like double the price. I'm amazed by the price. I find the fact that it's so cheap, it makes it hard for me to review it just because it is so unbelievably cheap. And how the heck do they even manage to get it shipped for that much? Well, one of the big things is, of course, you have to wait 2 months for it to get to you because it's coming from China. The Chinese postal service is subsidized by the government, making it very easy to make a lot of stuff very easily, very nicely. Now, another thing you can get into is slave labor when it comes to this stuff. It's a very, I don't even think it should be called a touchy subject. It's an actual thing that's going on. There are slaves that are making our hardware, and it's not just for this cheap stuff either. It's not just for this cheap $10 watch. The Apple Watch, every piece of electronics that you get are going to be made by the hands of slaves, some place or another. Like right now, we're blowing up with this Black Lives Matter thing, and George Floyd was murdered by the police, and I hope that's going to end well. I think we're all hoping and praying. Black Lives Matter, folks. Anyways, we are getting electronics that are made with slave labor, ladies and gentlemen, from China. Maybe not every one of them, but for example, if you look in the inside of any of your computers, I'm going to grab a motherboard here, and I bet I can find the name Foxconn on it. Now it's going to make me. Yep, here we go. Okay, everything you get is made from Foxconn. Look up Foxconn suicide nets, and you'll find all kinds of information that Foxconn had to put up suicide nets because people are throwing themselves off the building. The Chinese government loves to use slave labor, and that's the kind of thing where let's say you don't believe in communism. You go to the cop shop, they make you do work. If they don't like you, they literally take you out back and shoot you. And we're buying this stuff, and it's cheap, and we love it. And we love it, and the new one is just as guilty as the older one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just the way it goes. It's unfortunate. Look at communist China. We are benefiting from slave labor at the same time that we're having such a bad time with inequality over here in the USA, over here in North America. Geez, you know, the whole place is protesting, protesting and showing support for Black Lives Matter. And at the same time, we're getting this kind of electronics. But you know what? I gotta digress. I gotta get beyond that. But seriously, keep that in your head. If you're a freedom-loving individual, and if you love your freedom, ladies and gentlemen, one issue that we got going on is like Antifa going around. Antifa. Some people say it's actually the white supremacists doing it. It's definitely Antifa. Antifa is communist. And if you think that communist is the way to go, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know enough about it. Oh, that's just not true communism, right? Anyways, once again, getting way off topic. But, $10 watch. Dude, this is beautiful. Now, I only put this thing on for a little bit, and there's no way I got 302 steps. Now, I've gotten issues with even Fitbits. I haven't worn them at night, and they say that I got steps. I can't complain about that. I can't complain about that. Anyways, I think that this one is broken because I can't get it connected to my phone. I review cheap watches all the time. These cheap Chinese watches. Once again, 10 years ago, we'd be super happy to have this. And about 1 out of 8 times, I will get a bad watch. And I decide, you know what? I'm just going to review it as it is. I'm going to play it where it lies. I'm just going to play it where it lies. And we'll see how it goes. But anyways, there's only one button that works on this, and this is this button. There's supposed to be other ways to control it, but I can't find it. Like, what do I long press? There's nothing on here. Nothing on here you can hit, but you can hit right here. I can't get into anything. I can't get into anything. So, I am pretty sure that this just doesn't work. You know, sometimes it's shipping. $10 shipped. I can't complain. What can I say? Anyways, the true Apple Watch, which I stopped using because, geez, it's just so stressful to have a watch on all the time. The thing vibrates, it drives you nuts. What the heck's going on there? What the heck's going on there? So, you know, you get what you pay for. You definitely get what you pay for. You get your notifications to your wrist. You get your notifications to your wrist. This one looks a little better. You get more notifications, a little more customizability. You have an app market with no apps that you will ever actually use. Seriously, it's I can't think of any apps I'd ever use. Now, you can change the faces on this a lot easier than you can the cheap one, and that's very nice. I wonder what it took Apple to get Mickey Mouse on its watch. I just realized that. Anyways, so many more features. The thing just works. It's very nice. But at the end of the day, the only thing that I ever used these things for was to get a message sent from my wrist to, from my phone to my wrist. That's all I need. The $10 one works great for that. It's a little harder to hook up, and I need to get an app. I'm pretty sure it only works for Android, which stinks. I don't even know if the Apple Watch works for Android. But either way, if I get a text or a call, I can get it right from my wrist with both of them. The $250 one or the $10 one. More often than not, I'd imagine Apple has better customer support. Oh yeah, you gotta have that original Apple Watch so that everyone knows how much better than them you are. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the game is about. So, do you need to be better than other people? If you need to look good and be better for other people, I would definitely recommend the Apple Watch. If you're an athlete, if you can afford to get something bigger, get a frickin' Fitbit. Fitbit's what you want for exercise. Apple Watch is not what you want for exercise. And Fitbit is maybe not quite as reliable. But get a Fitbit new. Never get a Fitbit used. Anyways, yeah. So if you don't mind, if you have an Apple, definitely get an Apple Watch. Get them used. They're unbelievably expensive, and you're not going to use most of the apps. And if you do use the apps, let me know. Let me know. Or if you just prefer to use something cheap, you definitely go with the cheap one. You can always get a return if you want from China. That's just how it goes, though, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, that's it from me, folks. Check it out. 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 Have a good one, folks. Take care of each other, and like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Have a good one, folks.